Hello everybody, kia ora. Welcome to Palmerston North Fly Palmy Arena here in Arena Manawatū for coverage of the Sky Broadband Rapid League match between the Manawatū Jets and the Nelson Giants. This is meeting number 2 in 2024 for these two sides. Meeting number 1 back in April had the Giants winning 37 points to 33. Can Manawatū get their revenge today? Going to be interesting to see if they can do it against a Nelson team which is flying in this league. Glenn Lama's my name. Cam Glidden from the Auckland Tuatara is with us. Cam, nice to have you along with us for another night of hoops. And here is the table. And look at Nelson right at the top there. They've got a nice little lead over the second place Taranaki Years, haven't they? Yeah, this Nelson Giants Rapid League team is great to watch. They've got a nice mixture of experience and youth. And look at Manawatū Jets, second last. It's going to be a tough challenge for them, but they're at home in front of their home fans, so let's see what they can do. Yeah, they've last game Manawatū had, let's have a look here, a loss to Canterbury by just a single point, 42-41, but they did win their previous game prior to that against Franklin, so they're in not too bad shape at the moment heading into this game today. We'll see if they can convert into another win here in Palmerston North. This Nelson team is settled with all these 5 players forming the real core of the Rapid League team that have been going so well with 13 wins so far. Caleb Chamberlain, we have Tom Ingham, Ernest Kerr, Aston Inwood and Nick Davidson. They've all played virtually all the games in the Rapid League for coach Michael Fitchett. So their combinations, connections have been excellent all the way through. Yeah, they have, but the big change, Dan Fotu on Tallback's duty, so that takes Dempster out of the Rapid League team, who really gives them some experience, so that's going to change up their lineup just a little bit. Speaking of experience, there's a bit there with Campbell Scott and Simon Lafaele in the Manawatū team. They've seen plenty of court time in the Cells NBL, and the rest of the starting 5 for you. Josh Tutangalava'o, of course, who got the trade up from the Saints, Johnny Kells and Jackson Stanton. Not surprising, Cam, given where the Nelson Giants are on the table. They dominate the stats heading into this one. Yeah, they do. They really score the ball well, but their wins haven't necessarily been blowouts. They just get it done, like I talked to earlier about their experience. They have guys that know how to win, guys that have played in this league for a while, and they're just humming along real well right now. Yeah, they've been brilliant. Field goal percentage just under 50%. Really good through the whole year. Melanie O'Connor, Sam Tan, Kobe Lucas, the officials for this game. So here we go with Caleb Chamberlain and Simon Lafaele to contest the tip. Oh, Smiles down there at the moment. Let's see how long that lasts. Yes. All of 1 second, Cam. Yes. Going to be Kells with the ball for Manawatū to get things underway here. Lafaele. Straight away, a little connection problem there with Tutangalava'o coming off him out of court. Yeah, a little bit sloppy for your first possession, and I'm looking for Nelson. They are fast starters in these Rapid League games. See how they get going here. Davidson cross court. Straight away, 3-pointer coming in from Ingham. Going to fall, and there's Jackson Stent with the rebound for Manawatū. Nice shift of the ball over into the corner for the Giants. Tutangalava'o left alone for the 3, not going to drop. Nelson get the next opportunity. Davidson marked by a former Saints player. It's not going to roll. Nice strong rebound taken there by Lafaele. And here comes Scott for Manawatū. Working off Stent. Scott going for 3, and he buries it. Good start there for Campbell Scott. Yeah, this Scott Davidson matchup is going to be great. Both of them play huge minutes in the later game, and both of them lead their teams in this Rapid League pretty solidly. So Scott gets the first punch. And he gets the rebound too off the missed layup there from Nelson as well. Tutangalava'o. Now Kells again. Oh, just didn't have the oomph to roll it in. And now Nelson. Nice little step through, just didn't give it enough curry, but Nelson on the run now. Let's see what they can manufacture, and they're very systematic, this team. Someone needed to blow that one in. Now Ingham goes for another 3, and that's not going to drop either. So quiet start for Nelson. 0 for 3 from the field now.
Sort of a similar start last week. Ingham got some really open looks that just didn't capitalise on, but he's a great shooter and they run a lot of their sets through him, so I can see Ingham coming alive very soon, especially after two very, very open looks to start the game.
He's been going at 33% from the three-point line, and that's not too shabby, is it? Nice ball in and a good finish there for number 24 for Manawatū. That's Luka Richards who's on court now. Good start for the home team here. Now Davidson again finally gets his team on the board.
Yeah, he's crafty in that middle area. He keeps his guy on his back in the hostage position and just takes his time and slides to the rack for two.
Manawatū for a three-pointer, not going to fall, and there's a rebound taken nicely by Inwood. Davidson. Oh, maybe a bit fortunate that came off. Manawatū player, Xavier Pern, who's out there now.
Yes, very fortunate. Skip pass off one leg. They were very lucky Manawatū knocked that out. They get another chance here, the Nelson Giants.
Over to that same play in the corner. This time it's Chamberlain, though. And he's left alone for 2 points there, Caleb Chamberlain. The lead is back to 1. Gels has it tipped out of his hands. Jackson Stent now. Nelson on the break here.
Good
nice
pass.
Bounce pass. Oh, the block is a beauty from Richards. Good stuff from the Hota Whenua man, Luka Richards. Gels. Three-pointer just a touch short there from Xavier Pern, and here comes the Giants again. Chamberlain flicks it back to Davidson. In the corner goes Ingham, and there, that was inevitable after missing his first two. That had to rattle home.
Yeah, and he loves those corners. That's his money spot, and you give him two open ones that he misses, he's not going to make a mistake 3 times in a row. And hopefully that opens the basket up for him and he gets a few more down.
Nelson hit the lead for the first time in the game. Scott. This is the three-pointer. And here come Nelson once again. 10 seconds to play in this first quarter. Got time for one more shot here. Davidson. Oh, lovely feed.
Oh, halfway.
Going in from Ingham. That's unfortunate there from Inwood, rather. And there is quarter time in the Sky Broadband Rapid League. It's Nelson leading 7-5.
Don't forget the merchandise stand.
Very fast-paced game. It just seems like the ball doesn't want to go in for either side. Nelson Giants daring the Jets to shoot threes, and it's not working for them, but the Giants having a lot just bobble out and corner threes that are open, just not nailing them at the moment.
There's the offer from Sells, valid until next Tuesday. 25% off any large pizza. Just scan that QR code, folks, and get into it.
That's dangerous, Glenn.
It is, isn't it?
That's very dangerous.
But we like to see that from Sells. A bit of flexibility in the offers. Yeah. It's not going to go. We're not going to get any complaints from us, is it?
Not from me. Not at all.
That's a good offer too from Sky Broadband too, with fibre starting from $30. 2 months for the first 3 months is a great offer. T's and C's applies on 0800 64 64 64. Nelson shooting 3 from 9 in the first quarter. Manawatū just went a little cold towards the end of that first quarter there, didn't they, with 2 from 7 in the end.
Yeah, they started hot, but I think the Giants know the Jets personnel really well, and they're allowing him to shoot. They're giving him that space, and it's going to be up to the Jets to knock down some shots to change the Giants' defense up, but that's not happening at the moment.
So Nelson start the second quarter straight away. Kel's just getting a little keen there. Looking up on Caleb Chamberlain. Was that Ingham, in fact? Yes, it was Ingham.
Love the aggression, though. The Jets have to turn it up. And you don't mind a foul like that. Doing the right thing. It's not a... It's a good foul to have. Trying to change the tempo.
Slight issue with the scoreboard. to inbound it. Nelson, good ball. Three-point attempt coming from Adam Barton, not going to fall. Gets his own rebound as Barton. Good work from him. Ingham. Good contest for the rebound, won by Manawatū. Richards finally has it. Good defence by Manawatū not to concede the foul. Oh, I love the pass there from Scott. Oh, unfortunately, the three-pointer doesn't fall there from Kern. Give Manawatū the lead again, of course. Ingham for three from the top this time. Nice rebound by Inwood. Nelson get a second chance.
Davidson doing a good job of just controlling the tempo and getting his guys involved. It's just unfortunate nothing's going down at the moment for either side.
Oh, poor pass that time from Scott. Can Nelson make them pay? Lafayette Fatutanga Lava'o's got the ball now for Manawatū. Almost loses its footing, but recovers nicely.
Seemed like he fell over and his opponent actually caught the fall and able to make the tough shot. That was a great play.
That was the first basket of the second quarter.
It's a low-scoring affair at the moment, but we love it. It's tight, it's competitive.
That's what we want to see. There's a three rattling in for Nelson by Chamberlain. Bit of full court pressure too coming from Nelson. That was good. Now Richards, one-on-one here. Luka Richards fancies himself and he is rewarded with 2 points.
Yeah, that's a great take right there. I was just about to mention the Giants forcing better shots, creating better shots, but that's a beautiful take there. Nothing better than a layup on the rim.
Davidson doesn't get the roll, and Richards doing it at both ends at the moment for the Jets. Campbell Scott. There's the ball. Manawatū looking to work up a play this time. Lafayette, shot clock down to 5 seconds. A little foul late in that play, and it's gone on number 9, Tom Ingham.
A beautiful keeps action by Lafayette and draws himself a foul, and that's what they got to do. They got to keep this Giants defense honest. If they want to go under everything and bait them for threes, the Jets have to keep getting feet in the paint. You saw the last possession how well that worked out for them.
Here's Scott. Lafayette.
Good take. That's what I'm talking about.
That's Simon Lafayette. Bit of experience in this Manawatū team. And he goes to the Chemist Warehouse stripe for a three-point play.
Yeah, they give you that much space. You can always settle for the three, or you can use that gap as a bit of momentum and take advantage with your speed, and gets the and one. Let's see if he can make the bonus, and no, it's off the rim.
Ooh, Tutanga Lava'o's got it. Manawatū a bit fortunate to get it. Ooh, this might be beauty. No, and it's been rebounded by Nelson, and they're on the break, and there's Kells just getting there in the nick of time ahead of Chamberlain.
Great hustle there by Kells, not giving up on the play.
Davidson just didn't quite have enough heat on that pass. There's his hands on the ball again now. Ingham for three again. Offensive rebound is taken on the weak side, and not going to drop for Kerr for Nelson. So very low scoring game continues.
Very low. Ingham's looking like me on the weekend, shooting a lot but not making a lot. Not making a lot at all.
It happens sometimes, Cam, doesn't it? There's
Good
Lafayette,
take.
that's nice. Oh yeah, and bit of showtime there too from Simon Lafayette, who's dominating the last 30 seconds to a minute. Good work from him.
Yeah, too strong inside. He's found his niche. He knows he can take his man whenever he wants, and love to see it. Bit of intensity.
Second time he goes to the line for a three-point play, and he gets it this time. He's up to 5 points. Manawatū up by 4. 45 seconds left in this first half. Ingham not used this time. Davidson looking to go on Scott. Shot clock down to 5 again, Ingham.
Let's go, Ingham, get another one up.
He was open there, and that was good stuff there by Jackson Stent. Don't think the foul went on Jackson Stent.
Stent's asking for a shot clock violation, but I'm pretty sure there was still 1 on the clock when the second shot went up, and that's when the foul occurred, so I think it's fair play. Giants to the line for 2.
Well, Ernest Kerr is the player at the line, 21-year-old. Been going at 4 points per game in the Rapid League. 3 rebounds as well. Gets the second, so lead back to 3. 26 seconds left in the second period. Good defense played there by Ingham, but Kelch did well to get out of it. Now Lafayette is going to settle it down and call a player timeout, in fact.
Yeah, very smart. If you call a player timeout in the backcourt, you automatically advance the ball. So if you've got 24 seconds on the shot clock, you advance it. On the game clock, sorry, it will go down to 14 seconds on the shot clock, and it will give the other team 10 more seconds to score down the other end. So dribbling it up, dribbling the clock out till 14, and then calling the timeout, very smart by the Jets.
Yeah, it was well done. Of course, denies Nelson the opportunity to have that last play cam.
That's right. If they play it correctly, they've got 10 seconds on the shot clock. If they shoot the ball with 2-3 seconds on the clock, it shouldn't be too much time for the Nelson Giants to get down and get a good enough shot at it.
Could have actually let the time run down a bit more, couldn't they? Just to take that right out of the equation.
Yeah, definitely. It's just a matter of shooting it at the right time here and making sure you get a shot too. Sometimes people want to take that last one, but maybe give up a good shot to try to find a great one when they should have taken the one they had. So let's see what they manufacture here. I'd probably get in Scott's hands and let him make the decision.
If they could just execute something here, Manawatū with 4 on the shot clock. Stent from the free throw line. Lafayette in there. And now a player timeout called by Nelson with 2.1 left.
Yep, bound to happen, but because the Jets smart play, the Nelson Giants get 2 seconds instead of 10. So in the end, good play by the Jets.
Now Manawatū need a stop.
So when there's 2 seconds left, a lot of teams will switch all action before it comes in, and then if there is an on-ball during the play, switch as well, just to force nothing at the rim and keep everything outside.
Three-pointer's not going to fall there from Ernest Kerr. That was good defense again by Manawatū. So they've turned around a 2-point deficit at the end of the first quarter, outscoring Nelson 9-4 in that second quarter. Lead by 3, the Jets.
Yeah, the Jets will be happy with that. Good half from them, and way to compete too. I think the Giants came in with a game plan to let them shoot threes and protect the paint, but the Jets are saying, no, thank you, we're going in the paint. We're going to play on our court, and they're doing well with that and playing very good team basketball, as we see here. The points spread out pretty well, 5-4-3-2 for their starting 4 there, and Chamberlain for the Nelson Giants with 5, Ingham with 3, that lone 3 hit. And pretty spread evenly with the rebounds too. 3 for Richards, 2 for Scott, 4 for Kerr, 3 for Inwood, and it's a competitive game, and that's what we thought would happen, right?
Absolutely, yeah. Chemist Warehouse stats very even pretty much through the first half. Blocks already to Stent. Richards perhaps proving the big statistical difference in the 2 teams so far. Although Ingham with a couple of steals balances that out again. So good work by both teams in what is a low-scoring match. But Manawatū scored 41 points in their last game in the Rapid League and lost by a point to the Rams. Scott in the right spot for Manawatū.
Davidson really struggling tonight.
Yeah, I don't think he's, in fact, 1 from 7 in the stats so far. Now, Lafayette really started to show out strongly, particularly in plays like that. Gets 2 more points for Manawatū.
Yeah, he's playing well. His poise in the keyway. He doesn't rush it. He knows he's stronger than his opponent and takes his time to get the correct shot, and he's a force at the moment.
He has half of Manawatū's points, 7. Inward smash there by Lafayette. So foul there on Aston Inwood.
Great backdoor cut. Jets player Scott takes his eye off his opponent and he slides backdoor. Great cut.
Inwood at the line. 20-year-old, born in Canberra, but raised in Nelson in his first season at the Giants.
2 for 2.
And now cuts the lead back to 3 points. Played in the 3rd quarter. Scott coming forward again. Estent. Oh, Tangalava almost losing the ball there. Shot clock down to 6 for Campbell Scott. Oh, hard luck. Davidson with the rebound.
Not a bad offense by the Jets. Good shot by Scott.
Nice little run around play. Not going to fall for Chamberlain. And well, Nelson still have it. How did that happen? Ingham with a beautiful pass.
Nice play.
Nelson feels like they've got a bit of momentum into their game now.
Yeah, they do. They're winning the 50-50 plays, and that's what's really important in these rapid league games. Making sure you're getting on the floor first, getting the offensive rebounds. And they make up for it with a layup.
Kells.
Good take, unlucky on the shot.
No foul given up by Nelson either. Nelson playing with a bit of a spring in their step at the moment as Inwood looks to capitalise, and he does. 2 more for him.
Great take by Inwood with his offhand, the right-hand floater. Makes it look easy.
These are the times you just need to call a timeout just to settle the nerves if you're Manawatū, but of course you can't in the Rapid League. It's all about getting the game done. Here's Scott. Almost losing it. In fact, he has.
Might be the 3rd steal from Ingham if they give him that credit. That was a nice defensive play.
Davidson going baseline. Oh, he stood on the baseline, so it's going to be Manawatū ball.
Tough break, but that's where Davidson loves to operate, ripping that baseline and finding his shooters on the opposite side. Unfortunately, steps on the line before he released the pass, so Jets ball. Let's see if they can cut back into this.
Kells bringing the ball forward.
Ingham applying a lot of pressure. He wants to get a steals record or something.
Scott at the top. Yes, Campbell Scott's 2nd 3 of the game.
Funny how it goes sometimes. That was probably the hardest one of the 3. He misses the wide open one, misses the semi-contested one, and then the toughest one, he makes it look easy.
Davidson fouled there. All energy, Nick Davidson.
Let's see if 2 free throws can get his confidence back, because he's struggling from the field. And that's what you do when you're struggling from the field. Sometimes you just got to put your head down, get to the rim, get an easy one.
So this game staying tight all the way through. Just under a minute left in this in the 3rd period rather. And now we have a tied game again, and a bit of full court pressure coming from the Giants. Kells. Scott. Well pass from Kern, and that was a 50-50 pass that actually worked out for Manawatū.
Yeah, I think Davidson tried to get away with one there. I think he knows he fouled. That's why there's no argument, but nice little set by the Jets trying to get inside.
Turn to run around 3-pointer is good for Manawatū. Back-to-back 3s for them. There's 30 seconds left now. Ingham strong to the hoop. No foul. And Richards has got it for Manawatū. Now Scott. Raffaele is given the ball and he'll create space and roll in two more.
Mate, he's good at that. I didn't see much of an angle there, and I definitely wouldn't have been able to do what he just did, but with his strength and size, he just creates that little bit of room.
Fadeaway unlucky there for Davidson on the buzzer. So Manawatū, he's back out to a 5-point lead. Very nice for them, as the scores are just tied at 19 all. Barely 20 seconds to go, but it's going to be a 5-point game here for Manawatū heading into the last, 24-19. Manawatū outscoring Nelson 10-8 in
to have, you know, close to double digits, but it's not happening for him. But the Jets definitely need Raffaele to continue what he's doing, and Scott to be that calming presence and make sure they use the time on their side.
Let's see if Nelson can get going in this last quarter. Only 4 minutes to get things going, and again Ingham. It's in and out. Might be just one of those nights for Nelson in the Rapid League game.
Yeah, it seems that way. Threes aren't dropping, the jumper isn't dropping, and their two main guys really, Ingham and Davidson, just not having that shooting night you want.
Is Ingham giving up a foul on Luka Richards? Just mentioned those shooting stats, 23% now for Nelson. Missing that last one. Manawatū 10 for 21 for 47%. So a big difference there in shooting percentages. Here's Scott. Double team, but he can't get the pass over to Richards. So a valuable turnover there for Nelson.
Yeah, I guess that's why the Rapid League's so fun, though. If that was a 40-minute game, one team shooting 47% to 23, it's a blowout. But this thing's still relatively close. Ingham steps on the sideline. That's not going to help, but this thing can definitely still be done by the Giants. It's only a two-possession game.
Absolutely. Doesn't help, though, as we see Manawatū get the ball back once more.
Davidson applying pressure. They're trying to wear him down, and it's just up to the Jets to execute and use the time on as their friend. But like I said, two-possession game, that's not much.
Raffaele, oh, that's great play from him.
Big play.
Raffaele with three players around him, still got the ball away to Luka Richards, 7-point game. Biggest lead of the game. Davidson is going to roll one in. And it's back to 5.
Giants needed that one, and Davidson needed that one. That's a very timely bucket.
Oh, Raffaele, bit too much heat on that one for Richards that time.
Yeah, the last thing you want to do as the Jets is shoot yourself in the foot. You've done so much good work to get this 5-point lead. Just move the ball, be safe, and take the right shots for this last 2.5 minutes.
Inwood. Use it for Davidson. Actually just dropping back a little bit in the zone this time as we see Davidson look to create again, and Ingham. It's blocked that time, and who's that gone off? It's gone off a Nelson player.
Ingham, he'd be frustrated right now. He can't make a shot, and he feels like he's getting fouled, and it did look like a bit of a foul there, but ball goes back to the Jets. Let's see if they can use this 24 seconds and get a good shot at the end of the shot clock. Ingham applying great pressure.
Cowles still has the ball though, Jonty Cowles. Now Scott, big shot here.
Big shot, Scott. He's come on a lot this year when they had their injury to their import, and he had to play a lot of minutes in the late game. He really looked like he belonged. He fits in. He's a good player.
Yeah, absolutely. When Rentoy got injured in the first game of the season, now here's Lafayette losing the ball, but Richards tidies up. Still plenty of time in this play. Shot clock still at 9. And slapped out of court. Should be Manawatū ball. Campbell Scott, 9 points, 3 threes. Here's a replay of it again, and that was pure.
Yeah, it was a great shot, and it was a timely shot. Not much was happening there. And his team really needed that bucket, and he provided it. Not much going on this possession either. The Giants have turned it up. They realise the situation they've dug themselves in.
Oh, now Manawatū can start to manage the game just a little bit.
Maybe
not. Maybe not. This is going to be big for Manawatū if they can kick on and win here. That's 4 3-pointers in this game now for Campbell Scott. Nice play from Davidson. But the margin, or the deficit, is still 7.
Giants scrambling around, trying to create some sort of disruption, and they get it.
Here's the fast break, and it's going to be 2 more. Still time to play for Manawatū, rather. Scott.
This is the time to cool the Jets, make smart plays.
Lafayette almost has it pinched out of his hands by Davidson. Good ball control by Simon Lafayette and Cowles. Lafayette there to tidy up.
Right place, right time. Another very average possession by the Jets, but it still results in a bucket.
Well, that could be game-winning, even though that 3-pointer's dropped from Ingham.
I wouldn't count the Giants out just yet. They're not.
Ooh, foul there on Cowles.
Jets aren't looking too stable at the moment, and 4 points can be turned really quick. They need Campbell Scott to just demand the ball. Everyone get out of his way and just let him make the decision. Use the clock. And if he gets double teamed, have some receivers, because the last few possessions from the Jets just have not been sharp at all, but I think they put him to the line now. 2 shots for Scott, and he's been on fire, so I don't see him missing these.
He's a good all-round player, isn't he? You're right. He did a great job earlier on in the season. Campbell Scott. These are important free throws here.
Nails it. See what the Giants do. Do they bust out and try to get a quick one, or use the player at the moment?
So the Chemist Warehouse strike is kind for Campbell Scott. 26 seconds. Ingham, quick 3.
Oh, he's got it.
How about that? It's a 4-point play coming up. How big could that be in the context of this game?
That's a big-time play, and I'm sorry for laughing, but it's so funny to see a guy miss open shots and then make a extremely tough one like that. It's awesome, and a rare 4-point play opportunity.
Score's actually 36-33. So it could be 36-34 in just a minute. Well, in a few seconds. Big free throw coming here. 12 seconds left in the game. Ingham gets the 4-point play. So it's a 2-point game. And another foul conceded there. In fact, it's 20 seconds. Anyway, regardless, we're going down for free throws again for Manawatū. Jonty Cowles.
big free throws for the young man. Hasn't been to the line tonight.
No. Oh. Now, he at least needs to get one of these two. Just give themselves some insurance here, Cam.
Yeah, I think so too. And with that player timeout, Giants can talk this thing over.
So a 3-point game now.
Well, they don't want to use it yet.
Not yet. What Nelson going to do?
Ingham! Oh, he's talking. He loves
Wow.
it. He loves it.
Tied ball game. That was huge there from Tom Ingham.
What a play. He's hot right now.
That was ridiculous.
The Jets, they need to get together right now, have a chat, stay even keeled. You can't let that kill you. You're still in with a shot to win this game, but only if you can turn the tide and forget about what just happened and focus on the next play.
Ingham up to 13 points, and this was brilliant.
That was a great shot. It was deep too. Very deep.
Well, 14 seconds. Still a chance here for either team to win this. Or are we going to go to overtime? Scott with the inbound play. Stent.
Jets just have to make sure they take the last one. Don't give Giants a chance.
Exactly. Here's Scott. Scott to win. Not going to fall that way. He almost tips it in. And is there a player timeout called with 0.1 of a second left? I reckon there is. Good work by Aston Inwood.
Surely the refs go have a chat and make sure they blew that whistle at the right time. I think they've put it 1.1 on the clock. So you do have a chance for a catch and a shot, which makes the chances of victory a lot higher.
This would be remarkable given Nelson were down by 9 earlier in this quarter. It was 36-30 to Manawatū with 12 seconds to play. Now here's a look here for Nelson.
Give it to Ingham.
Oh, it's under the basket.
Oh, he's fouled him.
Stent is fouled right on the buzzer. Wow. That is extraordinary. What an escape potentially here for Nelson.
Oh, you can feel the frustration from Stent.
Oh,
here we go.
No pressure here on Ernest Kerr.
McNaught loving it.
So for the win here.
Big
Yes.
time.
Nelson are going to win this. Pinch it by a single point. 38-37. They've played their get out of jail card for 2024 in the Sky Broadband Rapid League. What a remarkable win for them.
Oh, I feel for the Jets, but that's just a winning team versus a team that's struggling to win. Sometimes when your confidence is up, you're playing well, you can just find a way, and Jets seemingly handed that to him, but it did come from some big plays from Ingham. He had to do some, have a 4-point play, another 3 to even give him a chance, but they do get it done. Ingham comes alive at the end with 13. Scott was the best for the Jets with Lafayette as well, the 2 top scorers, and rebounds for Richards and Kerr. But that was a great battle. Like, that's probably one of the best Rapid League games I've watched. That was awesome.
Yeah, 100%. And what a thrilling finish with Nelson staying on top of the table, winning by 38-37. And Ingham and Davidson really did contribute strongly, as it turned out, even though they struggled to get going early on in the match. 5 steals to none in the game. That ended up being a big stat in favour of the winning team. So that was awesome. Well, let's see if the Cells NBL game is just as exciting, folks. That's going to tip off in approximately 20 minutes here on Sky Sport. We hope you can join us then.
easy, and we want them to miss twice.
Basketball is a movie, and every game is a blockbuster. E for exciting, entertainment, energy, and epic. Cells NBL 2024 is rated E.
To the moon. Watch out, 'cause I'm in my zone. And I don't care what you think you got.
Well, kia ora e te whanau and welcome here to Fly Palmy Arena here at Arena Manawatū in Palmerston North. It is time for Cells NBL basketball action for you Saturday night with the home team, the Manawatū Jets, up against the Nelson Giants. Big game this one for Nelson. They're currently sitting in 6th place on the ladder. Win really over the Jets is going to be crucial for them if they want to keep pace and with a playoff position. Yes, good evening. Glenn Lam is my name. Cam Glidden, Tuatara Guard is with us again for this game. And the Giants, it's all about how they're going to play without Dan Fortu, who of course is on Tall Blacks duty at the moment. And as we go straight to the who will win and how much on the mixandpick.com, we can see the Giants 10 plus at 68%. But with one of their big players out, what do you reckon here?
Yeah, I see it as a big loss. You know, Dan Fortu's a huge part of what the Giants do, and I think for the Jets who can get it going offensively, like, it's more of a closer battle than I would have thought before this game if Dan Fortu was playing. So I'm looking at it, thinking it's going to be very competitive, and I think Giants by 1 to 9 would be my bet, but I wouldn't go as far to say the Jets don't have a bigger chance than 7%, I think.
So to get involved, just scan the QR code, folks. Who's going to win and by what margin? And you could be in to win a Cells authentic New York pizza. All right, let's have a look at the table. And there is that Nelson Giants team just slotting in there to 6th place. Remember, the top 6 make the playoffs, but with Otago, Hawke's Bay right there, it's big for Nelson if they can get this win over Manawatū.
Yeah, obviously Nelson has a lot more to play for. The Jets just playing for pride at the moment, but it doesn't mean it's going to be easy or handed to you. So Nelson has a huge task ahead of them, playing on the road against the Jets, who really sometimes when the pressure's off, it becomes easier to play. You just play your game and with no kind of thought process, and sometimes those teams can get hot.
Okay, a couple of games coming up tomorrow. Otago against Tauranga. That one's being played in Dunedin. 2 o'clock doubleheader has the Franklin Bulls at Pukekohe up against the Taranaki Airs. That one's a clash of the top, well, 2 of the top 5 teams. And then the next round gets underway down in Napier on Wednesday with Hawke's Bay in action against the Taranaki. So looking forward to that game coming up as we build towards NBA finals or NBL finals time coming up in July. Here's the starting 5, and with Dan Fortu out, in comes Sam Dempster. Not a bad replacement given all of his experience. No surprise to see McNaught, Langley and Akuba and Greta complementing the starting 5 for Coach Michael Fitchett. Let's hear from Alex McNaught.
Hey, welcome to Palmerston North. Always sunny and lovely to have you here.
Always sunny, isn't
Oh, yeah, it's great. You guys are coming off a great game, great win against the Hawks, and you personally played very well in that game. How have you prepared for this one?
Well, we've had a pretty decent week of training, you know, trying to come off a high that we had with the Hawks and what we thought was a reasonable enough high with the Rams game that we ran to a pretty close end. So we're trying to take what we got from those games and sort of bring it into this. Knowing this game for them is all about pride, and you know, when you get to these sort of games, it's important for us to get the job done, but also, you know, they're going to come out, they've got pride on the line, so we know this isn't going to be a fold over team. We've got to make sure that we've let our presence felt and get the job done early.
And no Dan Fortu. You know, you obviously some more post-up opportunities for yourself. How have you guys are going to mitigate the 18 points, 6 rebounds without Dan here?
As you said earlier, like posts up for me, a big part of the... No, of course not. For us, it's sort of about, you know, making sure that everyone finds... Like last game, we had 4 scorers or 5 scorers in double digits, so making sure that we can find our way to play offense through a lot of different people, which will make offense for people like myself. Like I got a lot of open threes last game, which was because the boys were getting the job done in different areas. Like Kobe was being aggressive on the rim, Theo was doing his job in the post, and Theo's been really good when he's not in foul trouble at, you know, just doing the little things and getting the job done. So if we can share the load and make sure that we're covering the boards, which Dan was really good at getting the job done on, especially on the defensive boards, which is where it's been a problem for us this year. It's a big goal, but he's a big shoes to fill there.
And last of all, happy birthday, mate.
Yes, thank you very much. I'm
Good.
very old now.
Good luck for tonight.
Thank you.
Jeez. Alex McNaught, yes, turned 22 yesterday. He's a character, isn't he?
He is a character. I've never seen so many words spoken in a pre-game interview, but that's naughty.
Exactly.
That's naughty.
Actually, it's birthday week this week for the Giants too, with Tom Ingham turning 31 on Wednesday and Sam Dempster turning 34 on Thursday.
Nothing wrong with being 34, mate.
I just can't remember being 34 myself so long ago. Here's the Jets starting five. Mustafa Heron. We have Lane in there still, of course. Quayshawn Lane, who came over from the States mid-season. We've got Liam Judd there. And James Morse has been fantastic. Whitney, too, for Coach Natu Taufale. Let's have a listen now to James Morse.
James, welcome return home after a tough road trip. How have you guys spent the week preparing?
Thank you. Coming into this game, we know that rebounding is going to be the key for us. We've been killed the last few games, so especially offensive rebounds, that's our main focus today.
And no Dan Fotu off with Tall Black's duties. How are you going to take advantage of a big body missing in the middle?
Great opportunity for us. We need to stay focused and really hit them in the paint today. You know, he's a big part of what they do, and so we'll be looking to score a lot in the paint today.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Good luck tonight.
Man, a few words there, James Morse, but he's been going great. Check out some of these numbers here. He's been scoring 19 points per game at 50%, 46% beyond the arc, and he's also been grabbing 9 rebounds per game as well. It's going well for Manawatū, isn't he?
Yeah, he sure has, and ever since he's got into the team, he's brought a different dimension to that team. They've been a lot more tougher and a lot more consistent in the middle.
Yeah, and look, there's going to be some nice little head-to-head matches. Langley up against Lane. Heron, can he fire up against Greeter, who's having another good season? 21 points per game for Daniel Greeter, 7 rebounds as well. And yesterday's birthday boy, Alex Marora, against Liam Judd. Remember, Judd dropped 30 against the Saints back in round 6, so he can get hot.
Yeah, a lot of these guys can get hot. I'm looking forward to the Alex McNaught and Langley backcourt, seeing what they can do against Heron. Heron's such a dynamic scorer, and when you got Langley, who's leading the league in steals, and you got McNaught, who puts that full court pressure on, I want to see how Heron handles that.
No Lachlan Crate today. He is in the over in Turkey. And 18 points per game at 51%, 6 rebounds, a couple of assists. He's been going solid.
Yeah, he has, and that's about, I'm guessing, around 30+ minutes of action that you need to find who can fill those shoes and provide a spark. I think Dempster is the guy you go to from his experience, his way to spread the defense out and create some open opportunities for Greeter, Langley, and McNaught to get in the paint, but Dan Foster's shoes very hard to fill.
Well, Greeter getting into trouble right off the bat. McNaught. Dempster has to tidy up for Nelson. Shot clock down to 4 seconds for Langley. He overcooks that one. And Manawatū off to the races. And here they come again through Whitney. Oh, Whitney losing it to Langley. McNaught, lovely feed to Greeder, and there's a three-point play. That's Nelson at their best right at the start of the game.
Yeah, it sure is, and that's Langley at his best, getting his hands in there, getting the steal. And what a fast break by Nelson. Kick ahead to McNaught, who finds his man Greeder, and Greeder always a tough finisher at the rim.
Greeder, player for 7 seasons now, especially the Australian League with the Illawarra Hawks. So Nelson off to 3-0.
See if Greeder can stay out of foul trouble. I called his game last week and he was struggling to stay on the court. 3 quick fouls in the first half.
How about all the players with long hair, Cam? I've lost count with how many are playing in this game. There's Judd, one of them. Got a lovely shot, mid-range jumper, Liam Judd. 1-2 on the board.
Beautiful shot by Judd, nice up fake into the mid-range. You mentioned the long hair, then you see the fresh cut of McNaught for his birthday too.
I tell you what, Lane and Langley are basically twins playing in opposite sides.
You're not wrong, eh?
They are so similar looking. And then you throw in Whitney as well. Heron back to Whitney. And Whitney buries the 3 for Manawatū.
Great shot. Yeah, I don't think I could grow it that long, but I don't think I could play with that slapping you in the eyes and stuff like that. But great shot there by Whitney to get Manawatū their first 3-pointer.
McNaught with the ball. Here's Langley wide open. Short, but it's rebounded. And nicely done by Akuba. And it's Nelson up by 2. Good start to the game from both teams here. Nice and free-flowing and smooth, isn't it?
Yeah, it sure is. And this favours Manawatū a bit better. I think they want to play like this. Giants more a methodical game, but that's not Greeder. Greeder is a downhill guy, and he gets downhill again, going back to the line.
Daniel Greeder. Excellent play in this Whitney. He can start to fire up. This is game number 6, mid-season pickup for Manawatū.
Yeah, it's a shame they've battled some injuries and replacements of imports, because I think they've got it right. The 3 they've got right now are very talented and complement the locals very well. And it's just a bit too late to get that fit correct, and no playoffs this year for the Jets, but maybe they can retain some of these guys for next year.
Well, that's it. Whitney, Moores and Lane, 3 of their starting 5 are mid-season pickups. Nelson out by 4 with Greeder getting the second free throw. Now Moores looking to work here. Almost tipped in by Whitney, who came in from the ground, or the car park. Now here comes Langley. Oh, that's fancy footwork right there.
Beautiful, yeah, good taken. Nelson sitting back in that 2-3 zone, putting a Kluber at the back and flying around that 3-point line and just daring the Jets to attack the rim. But Moores is the difference. He's a big fella who can play inside and out. Should be able to stretch this zone.
Whitney's off to a good start, isn't he? It's 2 from 3 from the field. He has 5 points. Greeder again, all energy, Dan Greeder. And he looks like he's keen and motivated to score big in this one.
He makes it look easy, and it's even crazier to know how many injuries he's had and he can still play like that.
Heron not going to get the roll off the rim. Langley with the ball now. You played with Greeder?
No, I haven't. I played one Boomers series with him for the Aussie Boomers, but that was the lone time. But we get along pretty well. We're both from Western Australia, both sand gropers as we call ourselves, and he's a good fella.
Nelson off to a fantastic start. 6 from 8 from the field. And here is Lane this time, getting 2 points there for Manawatū, his first 2 points of the game.
This is a fast-paced game. I know I'd be calling for a sub right now. I think Dempster will be calling for one soon.
Langley. Here's Greeder again. Pulls up this time. Going to get the ball to drop this time. By Sean Lane coming forward. Now Whitney. Whitney looking around Webster.
He's feeling good about himself at the moment.
He's come off a 21-point game. There's Whitney. And there goes Langley. Striking right back for the Giants.
This is the scoring machine Jets have, as their 3 imports can get it done. Heron don't think he's even taken a shot yet, and he's one of the top scorers here, so they are dangerous.
Liam Judd with the 3. He has 5 points.
But can they stop Nelson on the defensive end? I mean, Nelson's got 17 points already.
Almost 19, but Judd got the rebound there for Manawatū. Whitney, now Heron.
This one's going up. He hasn't had one yet. Up.
Oh, can't get it to fall. Smart defense there by Alex McNaught, wasn't it? Just to hang off him a bit. Greta for 3. And surely Greta has just got Judd in the back there, and that is a foul.
Good block out by Judd. Greta. Aggressive as always, but I think he gave him a little bit of a bear hug there. Gets that first foul. But this is so up and down. Kind of like we were on the weekend. We've lost 3 of our guys to the Tall Blacks. We bring in 3 new starters, all young fellas, and man, they can go too fast for me.
Needs an oxygen tank on the sideline, Cam.
I did.
Judd. He's feeling it, Liam Judd. Another 3-pointer from him. That's 3 from 3 from the field. 8 points already for Judd.
Hey, he's a great youngster. He plays really good defense. Usually they put him on sometimes the best scorers in the other team because he's long and athletic, but he can also get it done on the offensive end.
Manawatū fought back from an 8-point deficit in this first quarter. Shot clock down to 3 here for Langley. And that's hard off the rim, and here come Manawatū on the fast break. And Heron gives Manawatū the lead for the first time in the game. They are on a nice little run at the moment. 8-point scoring run here. 8-0 for the Jets.
They're a fast-paced team and fast in the first quarter. We went down there earlier in the year and I think we were down by 18 in the first or second quarter and just had to claw our way back. But they like to do this. They like to play fast, set the tempo. It's just a matter of can they sustain it for 40 minutes. And this year, that just hasn't been the case.
Judd. And he's lost it out of court. Brilliant there from McNaught.
Yeah, that's what McNaught's out there for. On-ball pressure, his strength, and also his leadership. He's Nelson boy through and through.
He's been at this team for a long time. This is his 5th season at the Giants, McNaught. Now Langley. Roll off Dempster, Kobe Langley, and it's going to drop for a 3-point play, and Heron is going to have to pick up the foul.
Yeah, great play. The 2 lefties going at it. Heron asking for a flop. Tough finish. Langley's such a tough finisher at his height. He just gets in that paint. You think you're guarding him well, and then he does that to you.
Lovely finish there from Kobe Langley. Rookie pro season. See Davidson check into the game. Kobe Langley from the Chemist Warehouse line for a 3-point play, which he converts. So Langley up to 9 points in this first quarter. Manawatū trail by 1.
Big Sammy Dempster at the back of the zone here.
Oh, Lane this time. Too good from the 3-point line. Sean Lane up to 5 3-pointers. Falling like flies at the moment. Manawatū 4 from 4 from 3-point line.
Good cut by Inwood.
Wasn't that a good play from him?
Great find by Langley as well.
Ashton Inwood. Oh, Langley, what a ball to him. Just all class, isn't he?
Right in the pocket. And this has been kind of the Jets season is they can score with the best of them, but can they defend? And they're on fire right now, but they're giving up more points than they're making. It's just not the way to win basketball games.
Oh, they've broken down the full court press easily here as Scott drives hard to the hoop. In the end, they don't get the call, Campbell Scott. And Davidson now with the ball for Nelson. Dempster, rare touch for him in the game. Greta.
He's not shy.
Dempster with the rebound, back to Greta. Oh, hard off the blast that time. Manawatū, no foul. Beautiful pass into Moores. Just heavy on the layup. Just couldn't quite get balanced, Cam.
Yeah, running a bit too fast for his own good there, but great transition, fast break, and when your big fella can run like that, you got to reward him.
Greeder looking away here on Liam Judd. Greeder rolls it in for 2 more.
That was a battle of the hair, Greeder, Greeder and Judd.
Scott. Now into Moores. Post up here on Dempster.
Big mismatch in height, but not strength. Dempster holds his own.
Inwood there to help out on the rebounding for Nelson too. Here's Langley again. He's been so influential in the game so far. That would have been spectacular from Inwood. Now Liam Judd, it's Manawatū on the break. Oh! That was ambitious there for Whitney. Maybe Lane should have just taken the layup himself.
Yeah, I think so. Bit too unselfish. Davidson lines one up.
Not going to drop, and Judd does good job there. Backtracking to pick up that rebound. Hard to know what either coach can do as well here. It just feels like neither team's got particular control of the game at the moment.
No, you're right. It's wild pace, it's frantic, but it's great to watch.
Sure is. Here goes Whitney. Excellent basket there from Whitney, but he's not going to get the three-point play.
Yeah, probably earned a trip to the free throw line there.
This is great stuff, isn't it? Variety of the baskets. Langley again. He's been brilliant in the game. Dempster. It had to go, and it was never going to miss the way this game's going.
That's what he does. You can't let Dempster catch and shoot a 3.
It's his first points of the game, and Nelson back in front by 4 again. Foul there by Davidson against Campbell Scott. They had a great battle in the Rapid League game earlier this evening. If you missed that, folks, you missed a thriller with Nelson winning it on the buzzer with a free throw. 38-37. They were down by 7 with about a minute to play.
Yes, wild game. Ingham went crazy at the end. 4-point play and the game-winning or the game-tying 3, which led to the free throws at the end. But yeah, that was no doubt the best Rapid League game I've seen this year.
Lane over to Judd. Moores. Lafayette is out there now. Judd for 3. Jeez, that would have been a good three-pointer and wasn't far away.
Yeah, very tough shot. We finally got some substitutions after that fast start. Got some fresh legs in, so let's see who can capitalise.
Inwood back to Davidson. Davidson with the fadeaway.
Nice shot, he'd be happy with that. He struggled a bit with his shot in the Rapid League game. He'd done everything else well, but just couldn't find the bottom of the basket.
Nelson rediscovering their touch again at the moment. Back to a 6-point game. 5-0 run for them at the moment. Lane on his own fadeaway. Yes. All right, this quality of the baskets going in here is outstanding, and finally we can take a breather, folks, with the score at 30-26. Action-packed first quarter.
Still about to go down. I'll get one of you guys under each basket. So one at that end, one at this end. Awesome as. Rightio, got you guys on. All right, listen up. You've got 30 seconds to make as many shots as you can. When you get it in, you're going to turn around, face the hoop. When you get it in, you're going to run to Billy, take a pizza slice, run it back, shoot again. All right, don't worry about your rebounds. I've got people for that. 2 seconds. 1, go. All right, run to Billy, grab a pizza slice. Straight back, make another shot. That's it. Let's cheer them on, guys. Come on, 20 seconds, 20 seconds. That's it. Keep it going, keep it going. Nice, through there. 10 seconds. 5 seconds, 5 seconds. Last one. 3, 2, 1. Done deal. Well done, guys. Awesome work. Yep, give me that one. Awesome. Nice job. Let's give it up for both boys. Well done.
Well, it's a very, very good game of basketball. Hope you're enjoying it. 30-26 in the first quarter to the Nelson Giants. High-scoring game. And, well, there's the Sell special of the week. Scan the QR code, folks. A very generous 25% off any large pizza at Sal's, valid until Tuesday. So it's just you don't waste the opportunity, because deals like that don't come around very often. What a salesman I am, Ken.
Hey, you don't need to sell it anymore from me. I partake in some sales, I reckon, once a week. It's a great little feed.
Absolutely. Well, both teams shooting at over 50% in this first quarter. Long may that continue in this game.
It's been good shot making. I don't think the defense is lacking. It's just been talent is shining through, and both teams' best players are showing out. Nice shot there from Stent from the mid-range. Nice pick and pop.
Yeah, first couple of points for him. He's put the disappointment at the end of that Rapid League game behind him, and he gave up the foul right on the buzzer. Kuba back out there now. Big size mismatch there on Lafayette, and he gets 2 there. Does it Kuba. He's up to 6 for the game.
Yeah, nice take by the big fella, but yeah, Stent probably feels a bit responsible for what happened, but definitely not his fault. That run from Ingham and a lot of plays led to that loss, but unfortunately he was the one that fouled at the end, so he's probably not too happy with himself, but definitely not his fault.
Lafayette left alone for that three-point attempt. Almost made them pay too. Nelson have a 4-point lead. Kuba. Post up here on Lafayette. Yeah, mismatch there. He is, isn't he?
He's too big, and the Jets have made a sub. They're trusting their Rapid League squad, you could say, because they played so well the game before, but there is definitely a height and strength mismatch in the middle. Even though Lafayette can hold his own, he's given up about a foot.
Was that a ping pong ball that Scott was putting up there? Because it got slapped away like one, didn't it?
Yeah, that's a Kuba for you. That's his strength. That's why the Giants brought him in, to protect that paint. Beautiful play. Beautiful timing.
Lane and bounce it. So just the Moores is back out there now.
Oh, jeez.
That's Whitney stuffing it. Just at the right time, with Moores and Whitney being subbed back into the game.
What a play. Akuba just blocks a shot, and Whitney says, nah, not this time.
Manawatū just looking a little vulnerable before those guys, Moores and Whitney, check back in. Here's Akuba getting a bit of payback from Whitney.
He sure is. They're going at him. But yeah, I think you're right. Subbing these guys in, giving them a bit more stability, but Jets playing well. Playing very well.
Here's
sharing
Whitney.
the ball.
Oh,
Whitney is cooking.
He is, isn't he? He's up to 11. 5 from 6. He's the leading scorer in the game. He looks quite a pickup, doesn't he? Akuba. Here's Davidson. Little teardrop's going to roll in for Nelson. They preserve a 4-point lead. It was 4 at the quarter break as well. So both teams going basket for basket. They're just rolling through. Sean Lane gets 2 more.
Mate, they are talented, these guys. And Whitney, if I just read correctly, University of Kentucky prospect. If you're going to the University of Kentucky, you've got some skills, you've got some NBA qualities about you, and he's showing that right now.
100% he is. He is just hovering around the top left corner there. Lafayette, just give it to Whitney. I tell you, that's a great play right there from Inwood. Davidson rolls it in. Nice little steal, just as we were talking up Whitney.
Yeah, that was a great play by Inwood. Unfortunately, McNaught gets the pushing foul, but yeah, great play by Inwood. Reading the passing lane and gets Davidson an easy one.
38-34. So we've got a timeout on the floor. Chance to have a look at some stats here for you. Both teams shooting at above 50% still. Nelson 51, Manawatū 60 at the moment. 15 shots from 25 attempts. Whitney 6 from 7. Lane is 4 from 4. And Judd is 3 from 4, which includes 2 3-pointers. 4 from 6 3-pointers for Manawatū in the game. They trail though by 4 points.
Yeah, that's the story, right? Like, can you score the ball but also stop the other team from scoring? And Manawatū has always been able to score the ball, but yeah, they're giving up a bit too much on the other end and a bit too easy on the other end. If they just held their ground a bit more, communicated a bit more, and picked up the D trans, because the Giants have got out for a few fast breaks, they could have a nice little lead here.
Yeah, well, they shouldn't be discouraged. Davidson's been good off the bench, or off the subs bench, hasn't he? 6 points. 3 for Inwood as well. So 9 points coming off the bench for Nelson. Just 2 so far from Manawatū.
Yeah, the Giants are very confident going to their bench, knowing what they do in the Rapid League, and they're the best Rapid League team at the moment, and Fitch has the confidence to throw those guys out there.
Morse hasn't scored in the game yet. Oh, he's just had it stripped out of his hands there. And here comes Greta again. He's the player that Manawatū want to heat up at some point as well, as Greta just lost it stone cold out of court there.
Greta always in attack mode. 90% of the time it pays off for him. That time he dribbles out of court, but always aggressive, that fella.
Scott over to Lane. It's Whitney. He does miss. Good look here too, didn't he?
Yeah, it's a great look, but I wonder if Giants are happy with that. They're sitting in that zone. Are they wanting them to shoot those middies, or... Whitney is hot. I wouldn't be letting him catch the ball right now.
Nelson up by 6 after that layup from Greta, who has 11 in the game now. Moore sets a screen there for Lane. A couple of misses now for Manawatū. Nelson giving them the opportunity to take control of the game here.
Yeah, sure is. They've gone a little bit cold, so you got to rely on your defense, and I'm not sure if they can.
Dempster buries the 3. And now Manawatū's coach, Natu Taufale, calls the timeout with Nelson running hot right now. Up by 9 all of a sudden. And this lead is as big as it's been in the game now.
Yeah, great timeout. I think they got to talk about their defense. What are they going to do to stop Nelson? It's just too easy for Nelson. 43 points, still with 5 minutes remaining in the second quarter. Without one of their main scorers, it's just not good enough. And you can play all the offense you want, get all the buckets you want, but if you're not putting it in, defense wins games, defense wins championships, and I'm sure that's what coach is talking about right now. We've got to get back quick, build a wall, and stop this aggression from the Giants.
7-0 run for Nelson at the moment, Toucan, which is just eased and clear. And Reeder with 11, Langley with 9. What about that first 10 minutes for Langley? He was brilliant, wasn't he? 9 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals already.
Yeah, he does a bit of everything, and as a rookie, I can see him having a real bright future. I mean, this league is a pretty good catapult to go on to do some good things over in Europe, maybe in Australia, and he seems to have the right way to go about it. He's talked to Naughty. He seems like he says he's a great teammate, and that's also half the battle, being talented but being a great teammate.
Yeah, 100%. Judd double teamed, almost losing it out of court. He has, but it's still going to be Manawatū ball. But great tussle there from McNaughton and from Inwood. Almost getting away with that there, Aston Inwood.
Inwood's been really active on the defensive end. Good to see.
Scott. We're going to get Moores the ball. He has it now. That's better from James Moores.
Great take by Moores.
2 points for him. The first 2 of the game. He's been going at 19 per game since joining the team. Dempster. This is from beyond the arc for the first time. Foul there on the rebound from Greta. And he was frustrated with himself. Those loose ball fouls can be frustrating. You've never conceded or given up one of those, have you,
Never.
in your career?
Never. I'm a perfect player. I haven't seen I'm wondering where Heron is. If he's gone back to the locker room.
Yeah, he's only played 6 minutes. We haven't seen him for a while, have we?
No, I wonder if he's been injured or not feeling well or whatever, but yeah, it looks like he's sitting on the bike actually. Is he keeping warm or is he nursing something? I'm not sure.
Moores again posting up on Dempster. Oh, tough shot there from Moores.
Very tough shot. I think Dempster did a pretty good job there, forcing him into a baseline fadeaway, but sometimes better offense beats good defense.
Indeed, Langley.
Nice move.
That was pretty from Kobe. Langley rattled it in. Here's 11. Wilson back by 8 again, and Moores on a roll now. That's 3 buckets in succession for Moores.
Yeah, he's feasting at the moment. Greeter a bit late there to help. Moore's too strong. But Langley's doing whatever he wants to do.
Having a terrific game, Kobe Langley.
It's got to be a foul, Langley, yeah.
Ball action there on James Moores.
He held him for about 6 seconds and could have been called a lot earlier than that.
Just keep an eye there on Mustafa Heron, who's just come off the bike now. Now he's coming back into the game, mate. Here he comes.
That's good to see. He's a terrific player. He's been great for a couple of years now for the Jets, and love watching him play.
Okay, if he gets on too, he's been going at 22 a game this season. And over to Judd. Oh, he's had it stripped out of his hands by Langley. But a foul. Greeter again frustrated. He's given up a couple of fouls in the last minute or two. In fact, that's his 3rd personal foul for Dan Greeter. So he's going to take a seat on the bench.
Yeah, it happened last week too. He gets a bit handsy sometimes, and I think he thought he'd be first to the ball there, but then when Moores got it, it was too late. He couldn't back out and draws the foul. Let's see if Moores can continue his hot run.
And of course, James Moores graduated from Colorado State last year, and he's now on the pro circuit, having already got experience in Australia and the Netherlands. Here he is playing for the Jets. Gets the second free throw. Another prospect from, or another player out of North Harbour.
Yeah.
What a production line.
Yeah, that's right. They produce some great players.
Huber, marked by Moores here. Huber, lovely soft hands from Theo Akuba.
Sure was. Nice touch shot. Made it look easy.
Moores. Akuba's got the rebound eventually. Door. And Wood. And
Too easy.
Yeah.
Too easy.
Ingham rolling through. Almost waved him through. Another timeout called by Natu Taufale. There's Nelson, he's out to 10 now. Double-digit lead for the first time in the game.
Yeah, and they're not... The discouraging thing for the Jets is the Giants aren't doing anything special. They're just coming down and picking their moments and penetrating, and there's just no help there. Jets really have to build a wall and put up some sort of resistance. Otherwise, you're just hoping that they get cold, and the ease in which they're scoring, I don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah, it's going to have to put their hard hats on.
I think so, yeah.
The pace of the game has been really good up there, hasn't it, Cam? All game. Just wondering if Manawatū might benefit if they try and slow it down somehow. What do you think?
Well, they have to slow down Nelson. I think it benefits them to run in offense, but they've got to slow him down. And I don't know if the answer is to go to a zone, but you have to plug the paint, because the Giants are just doing whatever they want inside that keyway, and like I said, no resistance.
Just remember earlier today, folks, Canterbury beat Wellington 110 to 85. And the Rams are just flexing their muscles at the moment, aren't they?
Yeah, they sure are. A bit of a surprising margin. Not a surprising win, that's a big margin there by Canterbury. Scoring 110 on the Wellington Saints. That's a big win for Judd's squad.
Congratulations to the Rams. They also won the Rapid League game by 12 over the Saints. Here's Heron. Oh, McNaught slipped it out and tipped it right to Akuba. Good play from Alex McNaught, who has the ball right now. Ingham's lost it to Heron, has he? Unlucky there for Manawatū. Now Langley's probably going to make them pay.
Ingham will shoot it. Down.
Boom.
He's feeling good after his stellar comeback, almost individually in that Rapid League game. He's feeling $1 million.
Lane. Judd. Shot clock down to single numbers for Quayshawn Lane, who has lost it out of court. And it's going to be Nelson Ball.
These fast starts on offense from the Jets, they don't seem to last because the defense just can't keep up with the pace they want to play offense in.
McNaught determined to get Kuba the ball to post up here on James Moores. Oh, good play by Whitney. Unlucky there for Manawatū not to get the ball back.
Yeah, very unlucky, and Nelson have to be louder. That double team took about 5 seconds to get there, but the Giants didn't vocalize anything to Akuba. Very lucky to get the ball back.
Off Lane for another possession. That was classic from Whitney, wasn't it?
What was he doing? Was he
roaring at Alex McNaught to try and put him off? Scored again. Kuba.
Good defense. There you go, Jets.
Here comes James Moores. And Moores is fouled. Will go to the Chemist Warehouse line to shoot a couple.
All right, if you've got clapping, I want you to open them up because we're not too green out there, team. So let's open those signs
Nice take by the
up.
big fella, coast to coast, pretty much.
Get them high. Let's
Draws
go
the foul
over
on Akuba.
A little bit of B down there. Pop it up.
So here's James Moores now. Long ago, dropped 30 on the Saints. Back in round 11. So he can play, James Moores. Doesn't get the roll off the rim, so 0 from 2 from the line for him in the game. Here comes McNaught again. Just over a minute to play in the second period. Hope you're enjoying the game, folks, as we have Aston Inwood in possession. Ingham. Shot clock down to 5. Akuba. Oh, gee, that's unlucky as Whitney moves up to that foul. Kruger's been good too, isn't he? Just glues everything together for Nelson.
He does. He's a calming presence on defense because you know he's got your back. And then on offense, you can always throw it to him and can calm you on offense too, having a big guy. That's what we use Rob Lowe for a lot. Just give it to Rob in the post. You can't steal it. You can get some cutting action going and get a good look.
Couple of free throws for Akuba. He's up to 12 points. Season's best was 16 for him, so he's getting close to knocking that over. And there's Whitney going back to the line to shoot a couple, and it looks like Inwood copped a little finger in the face for his troubles.
Yeah, it looks like good sportsmanship by Whitney, making sure he's all right, but looks like he copped one. But he's been all in the action. Inwood getting steals, verticality plays. He's been all about it.
Well, you'd have to say with Dan Fortu over on overseas duty at the Tall Blacks, so far Nelson are passing the test without him.
Yeah, they sure are. Ingham's come in, hit a couple shots. Dempster's hit a couple. Inwood's playing great defense. And Akuba so far has stayed out of foul trouble, which has allowed him to play a few more minutes and keep their lineup quite big.
Again, Whitney misses the free throws. That's 0 from 4 from their last 2 visits for Manawatū. They're only 1 from 6 in the game so far from the Chemist Warehouse line as you see McNaught. Nice pass. And Inwood couldn't lay it in for 2, but there's a foul conceded by, I think, Heron.
I thought for a second the Jets were in a zone, but it's just that they're sitting so far back. It's not the way to build intensity or build some momentum, just sitting inside the three-point line. Heron not happy with the call. Demonstrating what's happened. He better be quiet sooner.
Exactly, yes, wasn't it? The directive just came out from the league, making it very clear for players.
Yeah, and I'm definitely guilty of it at times, but I think it definitely needs to be stamped out. A bit too much conversation between the refs and players. It halts the game. It doesn't look good. But when these games get so competitive and every point matters and the finals are on the line. Oh.
A jump ball.
Yeah, it's a very...
There's a jump ball. Oh no, hang on. Was a foul by Whitney. We got a timeout anyway to Nelson. Jeepers, all happening.
Yeah. And there's times, you know, the game is hard fought. You're fighting for your chance to play in a championship game and emotions get high, and sometimes if you don't agree with the call, you feel like you have a right to have a say, but I think stamping out the excessive stuff is definitely the right move by the league.
Nelson have really kicked clear in this quarter. 26-15, they're outscoring the Jets. There's the original call on Heron.
Yeah, I get why he's upset. It seemed like, I think it was Inwood landed on him. Heron didn't make a play at the ball, didn't do anything. He just got, I think he was just in the wrong place at the wrong time, and yeah, he's not a happy man at the moment.
Well, he's got to put it behind him.
No, he sure does, and he's already sat out a lot of that first quarter, and that's 3 personal fouls now on him. He's giving his teammates a harder job if he's on the bench.
Still time to play in this first half. 38 seconds.
Nelson always pretty good at after timeout plays.
Langley. Langley. Straight with that shot.
He's just been a bit off at the moment, but
wasn't it? Now Scott. 1-2 desperately needs something out of this play. Lane, Whitney, beautiful ball into Moores. It's 2 for James Moores. Up to 9. 1-2 near to stop. Nelson will have one more basket before the end of the quarter. Langley kicks it out to Ingham. And Ingham buries it from just inside the three-point line. Lovely finish to that quarter for Nelson. Fantastic quarter for them. They're up by 15 at halftime, 58-43.
Down. Cheer them on, guys. Cheer them on. Yes. Keep it going.
Well, a fantastic second quarter to Nelson, outscoring Manawatū by 11 to really kick clear at half-time by 15, 58-43. And you've got to admire the way Nelson have approached their work here. They're shooting the ball at 58%. That is pretty decent, Cam Glidden.
Yeah, it is. You'd be stoked with that going into the locker room at the half, but I don't want to give them all the credit. I think it's the Jets just letting them go by and do whatever they want. I think the Jets need to draw a line in the sand if they want any chance of getting back into this thing.
Let's check out the Chemist Warehouse stats, and Langley has been super impressive, particularly in the first quarter. 13 points. He's going to feature in a few of these statistical categories. Now, Quba, from a point-scoring perspective, is having one of his better games too.
Yeah, he's had an excellent touch inside, and you see him on the rebounds as well, doing his job there, along with Liam Judd. But yeah, Quba's such a valuable part of the Giants, and him being on the court and not in foul trouble means that they're better.
Langley has been, as I touched on, 13 points, 5 assists, 2 rebounds, and a steal as well. That's pretty customary for him. Just mentioning Inwood there as we go through. Got to say, Ingham, Inwood and Davidson off the bench have been brilliant. They've scored 16 bench points in the game so far, and they've really filled the gap that maybe Dan Fortu has left behind. Yeah, I know a couple of them are guards and stuff like that, Cam, but you know, you've got to get all your teammates to roll their sleeves up when a key man is away.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they're doing. They're not necessarily scoring a lot of points or making the highlight plays, but they're doing the dirty work, all of them in positive plus minus 12, 8 and 4, and just playing their role. They're not trying to be Dan Fortu, and they're just being themselves and playing hard and giving this Giants the energy they need.
Well, the question is, can Manawatū come back from this 15-point deficit in the second half of the game? We'll be finding that out in just a moment.
Sorry. Nice, nice. Good to see some signs out there tonight. It's great. All right. This is my faster music. Way, here we go. Woo! All right. Who wants some wristbands? Where am I heading to? Ava?
Well, second half not too far away here in Palmerston North as Nelson enjoy that 15-point lead. The leading scorer is Langley with 13. Akuba, who's tidying up nicely under the basket at both ends of the court. 12 points and 6 rebounds. He's pretty much on his season's game average already. And let's have a look at the mixandpick.com poll now. And most of you think it's still Giants 10 plus, and rightly so, with the margin at 15 at the moment. Can the Jets find a way back? Regardless, get in there and vote and answer that question, folks. Sal's Pizza Prize to be given away on every game here in the NBL.
Yeah, the fans definitely got more of an idea than I did. I thought it'd be between the Giants 1-9 or the Jets get the win. I didn't think the Giants would blow them out this early in the piece, at least. So let's see if the Jets can get back into it and make it a bit more interesting. But the Giants are they're flowing. They're getting into the paint. They're getting any shot they want. And I think if that continues and the Jets don't change things up, might be a nice little 20 to 30 point buffer for the Giants.
Yeah, it could be. But if Manawatū they roll their sleeves up and start playing some defense, Cam, I think that could change.
Yeah, and I think it needs to come from the big guys in the Jets. Get in the paint, protect it. Even if you need to give up a foul here and there, you just got to send the message that it's not going to be as easy to get in there this half. And I think it's probably going to have to be Moores that does that. Protect the paint and sacrifice maybe what he's doing on the offensive end to put a bit more effort into the defensive end and inspire his boys.
Well, he hasn't conceded any personal fouls yet, so he can get in there and ruffle a few feathers. And if Whitney can get hot still, 13 points, he's shooting at 60%. Get his hands on the ball, things might turn around.
Part of that team, but one guy lost for Franklin versus 2 guys lost for the Airs.
Yeah, well, Taranaki without those two are going to be an interesting.
And I might be wrong, but I think Flynn Cameron might be gone also. Yeah, I could be wrong there, but
no, you're not wrong. Flynn Cameron's definitely in the Tall Blacks, isn't he?
Yeah, so tough one for the Airs, and the Bulls playing some good basketball at the moment.
So hear him with that miss from the three-point line as Langley looks to create something, and that's nicely defended by Moores, and here comes Lane. Heron again. Oh, blocked there by Akuba. Oh, he didn't step out of court either. That was beautifully done.
Don't leave that, man.
Oh, attempts to short that time. So held a skelter start in this first minute, but no points to either team.
Yeah, but great defensive stance to start the game, to start the half by the Jets. And you think maybe they've turned the tide, but then they leave the best shooter in Sam Dempster wide open in the second possession, so needs to be consistent.
Aaron, that was a tough shot. There were plenty of white jumpers there for Nelson, as we see McNaught. Lane closed, courtesy of James Moores. Heron with the steal. Nicely done there by Mustafa Heron. Judd feeds Quayshawn Lane. Here's Whitney from the corner. Judd on the weak side. Post up on Sammy Dean. No, he bails out of it. Lane for three. Drops one, Quayshawn Lane.
Great one-on-one move by Lane. Great denial of the post by Heron. Let's see if they can string some together.
Those are the first points of the second half. North. Left alone, missed that layup. Like that again, Heron. Here's Judd. And he's going to go to the line there to shoot a couple. That was a nice adjustment there from Liam Judd. Initially looked like he wanted to get the ball to Lane.
Yeah, I think the unselfish thing would have been to pass it, but it wasn't the smart thing to do because Dempster had good position. I think Judd had to take that on, and he gets himself to the line for two. Jets dodge a bullet, though, with the McNaught missed layup. That was a bit too easy again.
Manawatū, 1 from 7 from the free throw line. 2 from 9. 8 from 9 for Nelson. There's 6 points being given up right there.
That's right, that's free money. You've got to make your free throws. Great verticality by Moore, clogging the paint up.
He's here and desperately wanting the three-point play. Didn't get it. 2 of those 6 points they've given up, maybe in free throws there. Be right in the hunt here.
Sammy Dempster brings the Giants into a huddle and seemed like he wasn't very happy with what they're doing. Trying to get them back on the same page and weather this storm that the Jets are bringing. Let's see if Heron could... Nope. Free throws.
And they're hurting Manawatū big time, aren't they? From 10 for Manawatū as they cut the lead back to 10. Nelson haven't scored in this quarter just yet. As we see Davidson going baseline. Greeder, nice fake at the three-point line, and then is aggressive and tips it in. That's classic Dan Greeder there.
Great take by Greeder. Great verticality by Moores, but if he's going to go help, someone else has to crash the glass and they don't get it done, and Greeder just tips back his own miss.
Heron up against Davidson, who wins that little one-on-one battle. Langley. A little reach in there by, I think, Whitney, was it? It was. Second foul on him.
Bit of back and forth to start this third, but see the Jets trying to ice this, keep it to the baseline, but you need your weak side to be prepared as well when the on-ball's happening and a bit late.
Dempster for three. He buries his third of the game. He has 9 points, all of them three-pointers.
I love it. Efficient. Don't shoot twos, they're not worth enough.
Just like that, it's back to a 15-point game as Langley impressively rebounds that one. Dempster left alone.
And he got away with the foul there. That should have been an and one on Whitney. Nice little cameo by Dempster.
Dempster, that's just classic. He just keeps winding the clock back, doesn't he?
He sure does. Every time we play the Giants, we always talk about a few years back that I think he hit 9 catch and shoot threes against us. He's an X factor. You can't let him get going because if if he's someone you got to deal with as well, it just makes your job so much harder. Just take away that catch and shoot and try to slide your feet the best you can, but 3 wide open threes for him. And then you overreact and he gets a wide open layup. So Dempster playing his role to perfection.
Well, Manawatū started this quarter with a 5-0 run, and now Nelson are on a 7-0 run to actually extend their lead by 2 from the half.
I actually think Moores has actually done a good job in the center. He's making his presence felt, trying to be big, trying to make shots tough for the Giants, but you got to collect the rebound. You got to do, it's not up to one man, and his defensive effort has to be, if it's going to be better, it's up to all 5.
Absolutely. Yeah, Moores has got 9 points, but just 2 rebounds. Kuba, he's got 10 rebounds, so he's got a double-double already. And here he is picking up the ball again for Langley. Breeder again, finding a way to get 2 more for Nelson. He's up to 15, leading scorer in the game now. Lane maybe should have taken the shot himself there as Langley finds himself with the ball again.
Another steal for Langley to add to his big total for the year, and there's Dempster again.
Wow, Sam Dempster. You know, I said Greeter was the leading scorer in the game. It's now Dempster with 14. 5 from 6, 5 from 7 from the field. 4 of them 3-pointers.
Love it. Love to see it.
Judge short with that one. Akuva's got the rebound again. Langley.
Yep.
Couldn't get the ball away in time there, Kobe Langley. Another travelling violation.
Yeah, I think he left his feet thinking he would have a roller or a kickback, and when it didn't eventuate. Sometimes it's good to land, actually, make it be a turnover from the sideline rather than a live ball turnover, and gets called for a travel, but at least the Giants get a chance to set up their defense.
Well, Manawatū with a big mountain to climb now. Scott almost loses it for Langley again.
Getting after it. He's getting after those ball carriers. He's playing the lanes. He's an excellent reader of the ball.
Heron for 3. Drops that one for Manawatū. Yeah, Langley is almost a dream import. You know, you always gamble a little bit with your imports coming all the way out to New Zealand. But he's a player that seems to take the scoreboard out of the equation and just plays hard all the time.
He sure does. He does a lot of good things like we spoke about, and here he goes ISOing. Even though that was deflected, he got rid of it at the right time. You know, sometimes playmakers like to do a bit too much, but as soon as he saw that double team, he got rid of it. Good defense by the Jets, though, mixing it up.
Oh, Greeter. That was ambitious. As Scott gives it to Heron. Starting to just get going now, Mustafa Heron, and Michael Fitchett, the coach for Nelson, wants to stop the momentum right there and has called a timeout. Heron with that basket. Narrows the gap back to 15 again, and he has 10 points in the game all of a sudden.
Yeah, he's becoming active, getting some shots up, and that's what he does best. He's a scorer. I think some guys that come over here, imports are playmakers. They're doing a bit of everything, but I think Heron's job for this team is to score the ball. They need him to score to be competitive, and they can't have him sitting on the bench in foul trouble.
He's
coming alive.
Here's a key stat in the game. Just looking at points in the paint there. This helps explain. Nelson 46 to 22. There's a big stat difference there, Cam.
Yeah, there sure is, and I'm not here to judge, but I feel like it's just been, the lane's just opened up for Nelson, and it's very easy to finish layups when they're uncontested, and there's been a lot of uncontested stuff going on for the Giants. That's why calling upon Moores and the other bigs for the Jets to play with a bit more physicality, show their body, and a foul or two doesn't hurt if you're trying to change the game.
Just under 4 to play in the third period. Langley can't get that one to fall, and there goes Moores with the rebound. Heron. Oh, has it stripped out of his hands by McNaught. In fact, it's going to be a foul there, is it? On Alex McNaught, it is.
Good job by Stent down the other end, doing exactly that, providing that last line of help. Heron's coming alive. He's trying to take this thing over.
Foul might have actually been on Dempster, looking at that replay. Nonetheless, here's Mustafa Heron at the line.
Free throws, Glenn.
It's one of those, sometimes they just don't fall, do they? There's no real explanation.
There isn't, and I think the pressure builds, you know? When's it gonna click?
Heron 1 from 2 from that visit. 14-point game again. But it was 15 at half-time, so it's pretty close in this quarter. 1 or 2 up, 13 to 12. No. Yes. It's tense. We're shaking our heads. Sammy D can't nail it. Here's Heron from the free throw line. He drops that one. Heron scoring nicely for Manawatū in this third period. Here's Langley.
Good switch there.
McNaught for 3. Hard luck for Alex McNaught. That was all but in.
A few stops in a row now for the Jets. You can feel it. The crowd's getting into it.
High off the rim there for Inwood. Key contributor he's been in this game. Now McNaught.
Dempster.
Greeter.
Good hesitation by Greeter. What a play.
A very good move from Dan Greeter. He's up to 17 in the game.
He's always going fast, but he's never in a rush. He's going at such a fast pace, but his decision making is always, you know, it's always poised. Good shot there.
That was Scott for 3, his first points of the game. 72 to 61, just over 2 to play. Inwood, beautiful ball to Greeter. And that's how to finish for Dan Greeter.
Yes, Greeter. What a play.
Love the play, love the pass there from Inwood.
Raffaele just a bit late there. Greeter. What a play.
Greeter from the Chemist Warehouse stripe completes the three-point play for the Giants. Greeter's up to 20 in the game now.
Back to the zone, sorry for the Giants.
Second free for Campbell Scott.
Yeah, he played a big chunk of that Rapid League game and played very well. He's obviously feeling good about himself, and great translation over to the 40-minute game.
And getting out there. McNaught, too clever for his own good there. Almost, well, he does win it back. Brilliant from Alex McNaught.
Naughty.
And he gets 2 points, his first basket of the game.
That's a naughty bucket if I've ever seen one. Real desperate. Loses the ball, fights for it back.
Just at a key time, just felt like Manawatū might be starting to get some momentum too.
Yeah, that was definitely a backbreaker for the Jets.
Here with the shot clock at 2. That one's going to be Nelson Ball. Good defensive set there from the Giants.
Yeah,
Set with their bench up for some applause as well.
Yeah, that was a great defensive set there. Let's see what Langley can get going. Sad to see Dempster go to the bench.
Yeah. Great game he's having, 14 points. Now here's Akuba in the post. Too good there, Theo Akuba. 14 points and 12 rebounds for Akuba in the game. Heron trying to blow past McNaught. Reverse layup.
Ah, sure.
Awesome. That was awesome from Heron.
It's a tough shot. He's a tough shot maker.
Reader. Floater's not going to fall this time, but there's Inwood at his best. Great hustle from him. Provides a second chance for Langley. Now Inwood finishes it.
Nice Inwood. He's doing everything to earn more minutes from Coach Fitchett. He's in every tough play, earning extra possessions.
Goes the prayer from Campbell Scott, not going to fall at the end of the third quarter. Well, it's entertaining stuff. 21 points each for both teams in that quarter as Nelson stay 15 in front, 81-66.
Yeah, there's 30 seconds on the clock. Prize with each shot. Before they head off.
81-66. It is.
Last quarter of
Nelson
the
Giants
game.
up. Leading scorer in the game, Dan Greeter with 20. Quiver and Dempster 14, Langley 13. Dempster's done terrific in the absence of Dan Fortu, who's on Tall Black's duty, of course. 25% off any large pizza it sells. Get into it, folks. 25th of June, Tuesday, that is. Scan the QR code and get into it. That's any large pizza. 25% off. Last quarter underway. Manawatū, 15-point deficit. Langley with the ball for Nelson. Here is Langley again. Now McNaught. Quuba off the left hand. Nice finish.
Hey, he's playing well, and that's plus 18 in this game. And you got other guys scoring more points, hitting more threes. But Quuba, for me, he'd be my MVP, even though Langley's got 100% of the fan vote.
Well, absolutely. Akuba has just been tidying up really well in this game, and there he is, almost getting another rebound. Whitney has it for Manawatū. Has it slapped out of court. Yeah, Akuba actually on his season's best score now, equal rather. Got 16 against Tuatara back in round 9. 16 points now in this game. So he's got 9 minutes and 18 seconds to tick off a new season's best here in this league.
Yeah, and I think the way he's playing, I think he's going to get it done.
Yep. Lane now over to Heron. McNaught picks up the ball. Tough shot there from Mustafa Heron. McNaught. Oh, in the end, it opened up for Alex McNaught. 4 points for him.
Kind of been the story of the game. It's a bit too easy, and he gets into the paint, and they just leave him to make a little float. I thought Heron got hit there on that shot.
No foul given. Here's McNaught going baseline on Heron. Of that, Langley back from Inwood. Shot clock down to 6. Breeder. Oh, again, not for the first time, just losing the ball.
Assist off the foot.
Yeah, we'll take it.
Yeah, Greeter.
Langley has 2 points. He's up to 15 in the game, and there's Moores getting 2 for Manawatū and going to the Chemist Warehouse. Stripe for another.
Good take by Moores, sealing up right on the rim.
Now we've got those stats sorted out for you. Who's your game MVP? Get in there, scan the QR code, folks, mixandpick.com. And you could win the Sal's Pizza, which is on offer in every NBL game this season. Langley's still up there with 37%. But a few others here. Campbell Scott's got 13%.
Good on you, Scott.
Few of Scotty's mates are watching clearly. He can play. He's going to be pretty solid.
Nah, he's playing well, and I wouldn't be mad, obviously, if Langley got it. But I think Akuba has been more influential in the win, in the hard areas that are very appreciated by the team, and that's hard rebounds, good defense.
Moores, nice little pass there from Quayshawn Lane. That's his 7th assist. 2 back to a 17, 18-point deficit, and a little foul there by Lane at the other end this time. Inwood been excellent off the bench in this game. 6 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists. He's coming up to 20 minutes of playing time, and he's only averaging 9 minutes per game this season. So he's picked up the slack big time from Dan Fortu.
Yeah, it's fantastic to see, and hopefully earns him some more minutes in the next and coming games now that Fitch can trust him and knows what he can do. Sammy Dempster with a backcourt steal and layup.
Dempster, that was cheeky.
He's everywhere.
That was cheeky. 16 for Dempster.
He's got to shoot more threes, though. He's been open a few times and he's passed up on him.
Dempster getting a rebound at the other end. He's actually on his season's best score, actually. 13 points against the Sharks in round 6. Now up to 16 in this game as Lane is slapped away by James Moores. It's hit on the head there, Kobe Langley.
He's a good defensive player, but he did look. Let's see if we can see what Langley's complaining about. Oh yeah, he did actually get him in the head. Yeah, Whitney. Ref wasn't having it.
91 to 71. He Dempster 16 points. Another who's picked up from the absence of Dan Fortu. There's an update on the mixandpick.com MVP stats. Greeter too. We haven't talked too much about him. 20 points, 5 rebounds, shooting the ball at just over 50%. He's having a very good game too.
Yeah, everyone everyone coming in for Fotu's absence just so efficient. You got Ingham shooting 75%, Inwood shooting 66, Davidson 75, Greeder 50. Like, this team effort on the offensive end has been amazing, shooting almost 60% as a team. That's going to win you a lot of games.
20-point margin with just under 7 to play. Tough season for Manawatū. On 11th place in the league at the moment. 1 win from their 15 games. It was way back at the start of the season against the Sharks. I think in game number 2 of the season for them. Dempster. Over to Whitney. Or rather Langley it is. Great ball scores from Kobe Langley. Ingham's picked up the second chance possession. Langley tries again down that same lane and finally gets a foul there. It's trying to look like he was pretty much trying to take on Manawatū by himself.
Yeah, he likes those moments. So he's so crafty that sometimes when nothing else is on and you give it to Langley, he can still get you a bucket. And there's only a few people in the league that you trust to do that one-on-one. And Langley's definitely one of those guys.
Langley, a good free throw shooter too. He's 80% this season. Nelson out to equal biggest lead of the game now for them. 93 to 71.
All right, come on, Palmy, let's make some noise. Bring the
Lane.
energy out. Come on.
Scott. Looking down low there for Moores. Can't get it to him. There's Lane open now. Dempster defended him really well there. Moores is smashed that time by Dempster.
Yeah, good battle inside, very physical.
All right, signs up, let's make it 3.
Let's see if Moores can help this free throw percentage of the Jets. He's had his struggles, 2 of 5. There you go, Moores.
15 points in the game for him. All good experience for James Moores. Remember, he's just graduated from American College last year. Can't get the second free throws. Dempster tips it to Tom Ingham. And now Langley gives it out to Inwood. Davidson out there now too for Nelson. Ingham. No luck there for Ingham. Whitney picks up the ball. Scott, cross court to Liam Judd. Can't get the basket to fall, but he is fouled, so we'll go to the line to shoot a couple.
Yeah, good take by Judd, and Jets. Oh, we've got a flop warning. Flop warning on Ingham, I'm guessing, for his jump shot down the other end. Yep, he's having a word. Be careful, Ingham, you get a tee. Oh, he's smiling, he's happy.
Judd at the line now. Another free throw miss for Manawatū in the game. They've now missed 10 shots from the free throw line.
Yeah, not ideal. Could definitely use those points. But unfortunately, I don't think that's the reason we have this deficit. It's more the defensive end.
Nice pass back to Dempster, who's astray this time with the three-point attempt. Lane coming down court.
Dempster with the block.
It was no foul given. Heron working off Moores. And that's fallen for Davidson. Just love the energy that players like Ingham, Inwood and Davidson bring to the game.
Yeah, it's just quality effort. Play hard every possession. Davidson misses a layup there, but he was straight back out, not hanging the head. He's just, his bench players just play hard.
And he's got a foul out of Heron. That's his 4th foul, Mustafa Heron. Good play from Nick Davidson, 3rd season at the Giants. He's just 19. Player coming through the ranks. Comfortable with in this league. Nick Davidson.
Definitely, and I think McNaught learning what he learns at the Breakers and then taking it back to the Giants, he can definitely be a bit of a role model for Davidson. Greta, baseline again, up and under. He's a tough cover.
22 for Dan Greta. Awesome finish. Lane takes the 3, not going to drop. There's a Kuba. Grabs another rebound.
Let's go, Quiver. Get a couple more buckets for yourself, mate.
Yeah, he's still on 16.
Get a 20-piece.
Langley, oh, lovely finish.
Beautiful move.
Still class, isn't he? Kobe Langley.
All right, we have a timeout.
21 points for him. All smiles for Michael Fitcher. Can't blame him, the Nelson coach. Closing in on another victory. Langley continues to dominate the MVP selections by you on the mixandpick.com survey, which is also featuring Liam Judd and Campbell Scott there.
Yeah, Langley, 19 points, 8 assists, 2 steals, which is actually under his average. I think he averages close to 3. 3 rebounds and a plus 24 while he's on the court. That's a pretty solid game and a standard game that we've seen from Langley. That's what he puts up week on, week out. And yeah, it's just what the Giants expect of him, and that's his role with this squad. And I wonder how quickly Fitch starts talking to him about returning next year. Is that like something you think he'll be in his ear about?
Well, you got no harm in asking him, right?
Right, yeah.
You can only say no or whatever, but you got to ask the question.
You got to ask. I think he'll be asking the question for sure. You get someone that fits into the culture, plays the role you need him to play, and also as a rookie, like, he's only going to get better.
Yeah, he's playing hard. This is his first rookie, or his first pro contract. Langley, after finishing at University of North Carolina. That's a good school, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it is.
Plenty of good players that come out of that school. There's you see Heron. Stent to take the 3. Nice rebound by Moores, but he is battered out of his hands by a Kuba. Block number 2 for him. This win for Nelson is important for them too. They're in 6th place in the NZNBL ladder at the moment. So we see a turnover, and Moores has got it now for Manawatū. Not going to drop there for James Moores. And Dempster's got rebound, and he took steps. So it's going to be Manawatū ball.
I don't know about that call. Dempster's, like me, he's too slow to travel. If that makes any sense.
You're being a bit harsh on yourself there, Cam.
No, I'm very slow. But yeah, I don't know if I agree with that call, but I don't think there's any point to dispute. You've got a nice little lead here.
Sweet shot from Heron. That's him at his best right there. So yes, Nelson probably not. Are they going to catch Wellington Saints in 5th? Wellington have 4 wins up from them, maybe 3 after the end of this game. Tough for Nelson to peg them back, but more importantly, beautiful pass there from Langley.
Unlucky.
There's a 3-second violation there against the Kuba.
That would have taken him to 18. He's getting robbed.
But more importantly, Nelson's win is going to get them 2 wins clear of Otago and Hawke's Bay, who are in that, who have the best chance to hunt Nelson down and overtake them.
Yeah, I think Hawke's Bay probably have a better chance. Otago losing Ty Webster, Russo Nance injured. Ben Henschel away. Like, I think if anyone's catching him, it's the Hawks, but I don't think the Hawks are catching him either. I think Nelson are going to secure that 6th spot.
Good pass there from Greeter into McNaught. There's 2 more as Nelson get close to cracking the ton. Campbell Scott. Hard luck there.
That's, yep.
For Luca Richards, who's lost that out of court.
Thought that was a foul by Langley. He got away with it on the pull down of the arm there, but referees didn't notice that one.
Here's Dempster. Nice move again by Davidson, and there's that connection again with Inwood. Davidson and Inwood have got some of their best buddies.
Yeah, they are, and Davidson, he's a great facilitator. He's always looking for the open man. It'd be fun to play with him, because if you're open, he'll find you.
So a few bench players out there now. We've seen Luca Richards. We've seen Josh Tangalava'o from Manawatū introduced into the game. His first minutes. Adam Barton is out there too for Nelson. Congratulations to Adam Barton. This is actually his debut game for Nelson in the Cells NBL. He's been in and around the team for a couple of seasons. And there he is out there playing his first game, wearing 34. Trying to defend that play right there, but he's, well, conceded a foul.
Oh, rookie treatment. Nah, good on you, Barton.
He's only 18, and so good on him.
Let's see if McNaught, with all his smarts he's developed playing some NBL in the Aussie League and his veteran leadership, let's see if he can get his young boys a bucket here. See if he can manufacture a shot for Barton.
Tangalava'o is on the line. First time I think we've seen a Manawatū player get 2 out of 2 from the line in the game. There's Davidson again. That's come off the foot there of Jackson Stent, so shot clock will go back to 14. Still Nelson possession. So McNaught, the only starter out there for the Giants. Davidson. Inwood gets a nice pass. Nice rotation of the ball out to McNaught.
Naughty! Bit of English on that.
That's a reverse lap. 8 points for McNaught. Three-pointer is away from Richards. Still in play though is McNaught. Just over a minute to play.
Inwood's like, let's go, Naughty. Bring it up. I want to get another shot up. See if we can get one for Barton.
It's Barton in the corner. Davidson. Ooh, some solid contact right there on Chamberlain, not picked up. Nelson get another chance with that offensive rebound. A lot of the Rapid League players out there now. Barton. Davidson. That looked good from the hand, didn't it? Just a touch long.
Here we go, Barton. Let's see how he fares against the guard.
Stent. Tangalava'o, and there's a foul there from Davidson. 31 seconds left. Another tough result coming up from Ngāti Taufale.
Yeah. It's sometimes you take winning for granted, you know, and sometimes being in a losing team, it's hard work to keep showing up at practice and keeping positive when things aren't going your way, but these Jets guys just keep battling. They play hard. The young fellas come in and respect the jersey and represent the city, so it's good the level of passion and commitment they still show, even though they've had a pretty rough trot this year.
Ernest Kerr is out there now for some seconds for the Giants too. He's featured in 6 previous games this season.
I love what they did for Crate at the back there. with the
Yeah,
bucket.
awesome, mate. He's a good prospect, Lockie Craig. There's Davidson. Smashed out of his hands by Richards. Still going to be Nelson ball with 11.4 to go. 6 on the shot clock.
These young fellas will play it out. Get a shot up. Oh, good pass.
Oh, Kerr is hammered by Richards from behind, so Ernest Kerr is going to go to the line. He was the player, if my memory recalls, nailed the free throw for Nelson to win the Rapidly game earlier this evening.
And he did it with style. He missed the first on purpose to make it a nail biter. Yeah, I think you're right.
Not much, maybe a game not on the line with this second free throw, but he flashed back to that Rapidly game, 37 all.
He knows he's done it before. Yes.
And that was right on the last second too. It was a really awesome finish. And Manawatū are going to call a player timeout with 10 seconds to play. Kobe Langley has got the mixandpick.com MVP all wrapped up. Fantastic all-round game, 21 points, 3 rebounds, 8 assists, 2 steals.
There's a few Giants with some great stat lines. You mentioned Greeter, a quiet 22-5. Greeter's been dominating this year. Sammy D, we know, got it done. Akuba, my MVP.
They shot the ball at 57% in the game, Nelson. That's outstanding. And they're not going to get a shot away, the Manawatū Jets. So there is the final score. It's a very convincing win for the Nelson Giants in this game. That is their 7th win. In fact, they're 8th now of the Cells NBL for 2024. And they are too strong for Manawatū, 104-77. So they kicked 2 wins clear of Otago, who are in action tomorrow. So Otago now have got to win that game, their game, to stay on the pace with Nelson. So congratulations to Kobe Langley, Dan Greeter, Theo Akuba, and the rest of the Nelson team. Just 2 good all-round performance, Cam.
Yeah, dominated from start to finish. Apart from just maybe the first 2 minutes, it was all in control of the Giants, and Langley doing his job, Greeter aggressive, McNaught doing his thing, and yeah, I think the defense for Jets just was not up to par tonight. Heron did his job in the second half, but a bit slow out of the gate with foul trouble. Dan Greeter with 22, Langley 21, and Sammy D getting hot from 3 with 16.
Yeah, Dempster had hit a very good game with 6 boards as well. As we go through these assists, and we mentioned the 8 assists there for Langley. McNaught, he was unselfish right through the game too.
Yeah, he plays his role as a facilitator. And Whitney with 3 blocks. He was very active at the start of the game, especially with the scoring as well. And Langley 2 steals under his season average. He'll be devastated. But overall, great win. And the Nelson Giants live to fight another day towards the playoffs.
Yeah, it did a very solid performance from the Nelson Giants against the Manawatū Jets. So Otago now, let's see how they go tomorrow. They've got to win that game to stay on the pace with Nelson against the Tauranga Whai. That one tipping off at 2 o'clock tomorrow from Dunedin. Good game coming up to follow with Franklin playing Taranaki. Remember, Taranaki don't have Sam Froling or Mitch McCarron in their lineup. Franklin, of course, probably would like to win that and draw level with Taranaki on the ladder. And then after the couple of days off, of course, we're back in action in Napier to start the next round on a Wednesday with Hawke's Bay up against Taranaki, and Hawke's Bay again facing pretty much must-win territory now if they want to make the playoffs. So there we are, folks. Thanks, Cam.
Yeah.
Good luck for your next game. You're not playing until next weekend, are you?
No, I've got a little bit of time off, so
Nice,
a couple
man.
Sal's pizza nights.
Yeah. And get over those niggling injuries.
Yeah.
Everyone has niggles, right?
Yeah, everyone does. And looking forward to the next game up in Franklin against the Franklin Bulls.
Awesome.
And yeah, it'll be great.
Good local derby coming up there. Thanks for watching, folks. Congratulations to Nelson. Too good for Manawatū tonight. 104-77. Mā te wā.